Roy Berg. He's an international tax lawyer. Mr. Berg, good to have you on the program. Are you surprised by the number of tips that have been received? And can you maybe give us some insight into who is making these tips? Are these, family members who are angry at their families, disgruntled ex-spouses? Who calls in these tips?
Well, thanks, Jen. Yeah, there's really no way to judge or to evaluate, who is making these tips, because these tips are all made anonymously. So, as somebody who has some faith in humankind, I think that these are being made by concerned individuals, concerned Canadian taxpayers. But there is a possibility that there could be some malevolent intent or some individuals with retribution in mind that they're making these tips.
What constitutes fraud when it comes to applying for CERB?
The fraud is very broadly described when it comes to applying for CERB. In general, it's fraud will be present when you make a intentional misrepresentation about your facts. You fail to describe or to disclose material facts, or when you fail to accurately describe your income. Those are all those three things constitute fraud when you're applying for CERB.
Does the federal government have the manpower and the capacity, though, to track down those who may have cheated the system purposely or by accident, just negligent, not understanding the rules?
The manpower is always a concern, but in cases like this, where the individual taxpayer, the individual, has to affirmatively state their qualifications, and those qualifications are easily matched up with existing data, the job of the CRA to catch people who don't qualify but who have applied is less difficult than it may seem. Now, going after those individuals is a different story, but the CRA can really get your attention by sending out some strongly worded letters, and that can cause taxpayers to lose some sleepless nights.
30 seconds left. What are the penalties for trying to game the system, as it were?
Earlier this month, there was a bill introduced in the House that really set forth substantial penalties for not complying, or fraud penalties. And under this bill, which didn't pass, but it's still out there, the penalties were horrendous. Penalties included $5,000 fine and a penalty of twice the benefit received. There was another and 6 months in jail.
Okay, well, we need to leave it at that. I've run out of time, but I appreciate yours tonight, Mr. Berg. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Jen.
International tax lawyer Roy Berg.